So it is time to leave our lovely apartment here in Seoul and to head on to a little village called Jeonju, which is about, I think, 200 kilometers south of here, and it's meant to be very traditional. So people in Jeonju are holding on to Korean traditions way more than here in the international capital of Seoul. So that could be very interesting, and I'm looking forward to taking you with me on the road. A few words about using public transport in South Korea. As I had already tested and improved the subway system in Seoul, I was curious to see how smooth long-distance travel would run. With trains running less frequently and being a touch more pricey, I decided to take the bus from Seoul Express Terminal to Jeonju. A ride that was not only very comfortable, but with about 15 euros for a 3-hour journey, pretty affordable. Alright, this actually doesn't look too bad. This room was less than 20 bucks a night, so I didn't expect that much, to be honest. But I think it will do the trick for my stay here in Jeonju. And yeah, let's see if we can create some happy memories in the city. For now, I actually want to check out the upstairs of this hotel because I've read that there's a rooftop lounge up there. So let's see what that's all about. Okay, this is a nice touch. Wow, what a view. And while I'm up here, I should probably try and tell you a little bit more about Jeonju as a city. It is not only meant to be one of the most cultural and traditional experiences in all of South Korea, it is also famous for its gastronomy. One dish in particular, which is called Bibimbap. I hope I pronounce this correctly. Sorry to all those South Koreans if you're watching. I'm really trying, but it's not that easy. So, bibimbap, I think is the right word. And what it is, it's a rice dish that is served with fermented soybeans, spinach, and beef. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. And it's meant to be absolutely delicious. So I'm going to try that while I'm here in Jeonju. Jeonju is also famous for another one of those Hanok villages, which we've already seen one of in Seoul in the last episode, so go and check that out if you haven't yet. And Hanok villages, essentially what they are accumulation of really cute, basic, traditional Korean housing. They're meant to remind of the basic way of living like it used to be back in the days, with nothing in the room but a place to sleep. So like a futon where you could sleep on and nothing else that is distracting from the actual function of this room, which is sleeping. So of course I'm also going to check out the famous Hanok Village here in Jeonju. Stay with me because all of that starts right now. Alright, so I think this might be the one. I looked it up on the internet and the reviews are fantastic. I'm pretty hungry and the prices are right as well. So I'd say let's try some Korean bibimbap. So after what feels like an eternity because I'm pretty hungry, they finally decided to take my order, which took a while, but I've been able to order the Jeonju style hot pot bibimbap. So I think that's gonna be delicious. And they also already brought out some little side dishes. This I think is kimchi. And as far as I understood, they're free, but I'll find out at the end. Some metal chopsticks. That is very, very good. Slightly spicy pickled cabbage, Korean kimchi. I love it. That was incredibly quick. I apologize for the noise, but a group of Korean guys has been sat down right next to me. But the good thing about this food is it's so hot because it's in a hot pot that it took me a while to actually be able to eat it. So I could take all the shots that I needed for Instagram and all the video footage that I needed for this video. So very convenient. But I think now it's time to dig in. It looks really delicious. As I mentioned earlier, it's a rice bowl, so bibimbap means rice, mixed rice. And there's rice in it, there is vegetables in it, eggplant I think, carrots, zucchini, spinach, sprouts, fermented soybeans, and a whole bunch of other delicious stuff. Of course the running egg yolk on the top. So I'm very excited to try this. It looks delicious, and now I'm going to tell you if it also tastes delicious. It's still hot. Yeah, that's spicy. Very flavorful. Wow. Amazing. I personally love spice, so it doesn't really bother me. But for someone who doesn't like spice, my mouth is on fire. Okay, I'm done and a little proud of myself because I finished the whole bowl. Right in time, the Korean group has left, so now I can talk to you normally again. I think for now I have to go for a little bit of a walk and walk this off. I want to explore a little bit more of the Hanok Village, so that's what we're going to do right now. I didn't know it existed, but I stumbled over this hidden path that went up to the lookout overlooking the Hanok Village, and right now at sunset everything is just painted in this golden beautiful light. Of course, all the traditional housing in the Hanok Village has been restored, and now they contain shops that sell souvenirs and beautiful dresses. But I must admit, with the contrast of those really kind of new-looking buildings way there in the back and the Hanok Village in the foreground, it looks really, really cool. I definitely get now why people say that here in Jeonju, time seems to be standing still, and I suggest if you're coming to South Korea, definitely spend a couple of days in this beautiful city. There's only so many videos one can watch and film about food before starting to feel a little bit too well fed. So in the next episode from South Korea, we will not be eating, but instead chasing those fall colors that make this country one of the best travel destinations to visit in the month of October. Click that subscribe button and hop on the bus to Jeonju with me.